Hi guys, welcome back to this week's daily levels for Forex markets, 10th of November to the 14th of November. Last week we had this level marked on our chart. As you can see, it's pushed down quite solidly through that level. However, there has been a bit of a bounce up here. So what I'm looking for at this particular level is I'm looking for selling opportunities under 125, just here. If we take a look at the monthly chart, you can see we're sort of in the middle of no man's land just here, according to this last low here. The next low we're looking for is 122.87. So if we get down to there, if we hurry down to there this week, then look for possibly some bullish candlesticks out of that spot there from 122.87 level. That's under these candles here, but obviously that isn't happening yet. But this is a level to keep an eye on in the next week, couple of weeks, something like that. But in the immediate term, you've got a big downtrend going on here, so you've got to look to be selling under 125 on EURUSD. On GBPUSD, similar sort of picture, big pushes down, a little bit of a retrace going on here. This level here, 158.97, more or less 159. This was previous support just here, and just here it's crashed through it. So you'd be looking to sell down from the 159 level, 158.97 level if you want to be precise, to continue with this downtrend. If we see a bounce back up over this level, the 159 level, look for a retest before going long up to the 160, 164 level. If we fly up to here, then obviously you've got to be looking to try and get short down again from this level, as this was a previous point of resistance. So have a quick look on the even longer term chart. You can see this level here, it's broken down through here on the monthly, and it's a long way to go to the next supporting level on the monthly. We check on the weekly. You can see it's broken this level here. So really, for me, on the daily, on GBPUSD, look to sell down from 159, with of course the appropriate candlestick pattern. Here's GBPJPY, big moves up on this pair. It reacted down off the 50% retracement level and is currently tracking back down. So bearing in mind you've got this point here which showed previous resistance just here. Or possibly if you exclude that spike, you could call that a resistance level. Look to buy in from either 180.67 or 178.49. One of those two levels here. Probably this level here, 180.67 will do you. But you've got to look for a nice bullish candlestick here to take this long back up. Other levels way down here, look, 169.57. That's already came up out of there quite nicely. See that nice bullish candlestick just there out of this previous level? That's thrown the pair up here. So when we get down to a nice support level, which could be either of these levels here, then look for a similar pattern to this to keep trading with the trend. USDJPY here, as you can see, has been an absolute brute. It's busted through this last level here, 108.94. It's flung itself all the way up to the 115.21 level, where it's had a little bit of a breather last Friday. So looking at that, it seems to be a long way down to buy from. So let's see if we can figure out a buying level here. Let's just take a quick look on the monthly. Zoom out a little bit. Let's just probably got this level just here. This level here. This is on the monthly, so this is long-term stuff. Previous support here, broke it here, became resistance, and then became support here. Played support again just here, and it's broken it here. And let's go back to the daily now. We've got that level marked in. See what it shows us. There we go. So at the moment, this level here, 11440, is actually where it seems to be holding right now. Price came up, broke it, it's come back down just here, broke it quite solidly there. It's come back down and it's held it again. So this level here, if you see a bullish candlestick up out of here, then possibly continue the long trend up on USDJPY. If we break down this level, then look for a retest back up to see if it's holding it, and then trade short down from here after a bearish candlestick. So on USDJPY, 11420 is the level. On EURJPY, again you see it's flung itself up similar to USDJPY, broken all these possible resistance levels. Just here it's broken this resistance level here at 141.21. We're sat at 142.71. So just zoomed out on this daily chart. I'm going to put a line in. Where are we? Where that is there. You see how this level has been in the past has provided resistance just here. This is 143.15. Just need to move that up just slightly, just to there. So correction 143.34, and if we zoom in again on our daily chart, you can see what's happened here. It's actually found resistance again at that level, and the last time it found resistance there was back in April this year. So it's amazing how when these levels get retested, they act again as a resistance level. However, this did not form what I would call a good enough bearish candlestick here. We need a nice bearish engulfing candlestick under here to trade this back down, probably down to 141.21. So on EURJPY, keep an eye on the 143.34 level, see if it gets retested. If we drop down to 141.21, if this continues down, if we don't get another chance at this to sell this, if we come down to 141.21, then look for a bullish candlestick up out of here to keep going with this trend. So on EURJPY, 141.21. On NZDUSD, level here 77.50, 0.7750. Previous support just here, you can see it all here, and the price has broken through it. Now it appears that we've now found resistance at that level. So we're bang on the level here on NZDUSD at 77.50. So what you want to watch for at this level is either a break back over. Easy way to do this, if you put on a trend line, work from right to left and pick out what I call fractals. So just those two levels there, fractals. Put in a trend line like that and it gives you a nice place to show a break back over. Not going to get into why these are fractals, but they're fractals. And that's how we draw our trend line. So if we break back over this level, then look for a retest to go long if the trend is reversing. If we see another bearish candlestick under here, then look to go short down from 77.50. So on NZDUSD, the level is right where we are now, 0.7750. On Aussie dollar, see this level here, look at 86.81. Lots and lots of support here, all the way through here. Held it for quite a long time, and then the price has eventually broken through. This price breaking through here has signaled to a lot of traders that we should only be looking at short positions on Aussie dollar in the short to medium term time frame. The position for as we stand on Aussie dollar is to short at 86.18. You can see that this was previous support. So what stands to reason when we get to 86.18, we should look for bearish candlesticks to trade this down, to keep trading this down short. Unless of course it breaks back over this level, then you're looking back up at the previous level, which is at 88.38, to look for bearish candlesticks. Let's just have a look on the monthly, see if anything's sitting there. Now the next monthly level is a long way down, 83.96, another 300 pips to go, a couple of hundred pips to go for that. So that one's not in play yet, unless we get a massive move down this week. Of course it can happen. But for me, on Aussie dollar, watch 86.81 as your level to trade short, given the correct candlestick pattern. On EURNZD here, you can see it's still stuck in this kind of triangle just here. Consistent resistance here, pretty much consistent support all through here, with wicks all the way up through 162 level, and also a bit wicky down at the 159.54 level. So for this, you know, if we get a nice solid break over here with a retest, then go long. Break under here, I wouldn't short this on a break of this line, I'd short it on the break of 159.54. This is one to keep an eye on. Just watch for these trend lines to be broken with conviction. You can see here it broke here, went up, you know, quite a bit here, but it still found resistance at the 162 level on EURNZD. Looking forward to that being broken, because I think when it does break, then it's gonna fly. The last time it broke was just here, and you can see it broke it and it pulled back, and it didn't hold at this level. It just carried on back down. So what we're looking for is, if we're going to go long at the 162 level, if we get up there, then break, hold, and then go long. So just keep an eye on this, keep an eye on these trend lines, and keep an eye on this 162 level. So that's it for this week's price action levels. I've got another video to upload this week, which is how to use Fibonacci levels in your trend analysis, which is a really interesting video. So look out for that. And if you like what we do here, please click the like button, subscribe, or send me a comment. And we'll see you soon.